Aloha! Today at BeaDazzle Hawaii we're going to make two styles of ear wires. The French hook and a circular round hoop. So I'm going to start with the French hook. We're using gauge 22 wire and it's measured at 1 inch and 3/4. So I'm going to use a 3-step tool to make the loop at the tip, using the smallest tip of the wire to make a simple loop. And we're using a multi-mandrel, the round shape. I'm holding the loop under my thumb flat against the mandrel. And I'm going to bring the wire around, all the way around until it touches that loop. Taking it off, you've made a little bit of a circle. I'm going to take a chain nose plier and grab that loop flat and just twist it a 1/4 turn so it's going in the correct direction. And then I'm going to bend the tail about, I guess, 1/8 of an inch, the very tip, so that catches in your ear. And then you can spread this out a little bit. And there's your ear wire, your basic ear wire. I'm also using an anvil today and a chasing hammer, the flat side, and I'm going to tap gently right here on the wire in the front to hold that curve. And it's going to give it a little bit of a flat look to it. And what that does is harden the wire a little bit so that the curve doesn't bend out when you're working with it. The second wire, the circular hoop, is made with the same 22 gauge wire at 3 inches. We're going to make a loop, simple loop, with our 3-step plier. And then with our multi-mandrel at the very bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold that loop under our thumb, flat against the mandrel, and we're going to wind the wire around a little bit beyond that loop. And that's because there's a spring back to the wire. It's not going to take the exact shape, it's going to pop out a little bit. And then we're going to take our chain nose plier and bend the tip again at 1/8 of an inch back and grab that loop again, give it a 1/4 turn, make that go in the right direction. Now also, when this is hanging in your ear, it'll be right about in the center. So what we're going to do again with our hammer and anvil is tap the front of that circle flat to harden it. And give it a little bit of a texture with the ball end of the hammer. And then put it back on our multi-mandrel to reshape the circle. Make it nice and round. And there's your hoops and your hooks. Our last step for the ear wires is to take a burr, a cup burr, and what the burr does is file down the tips of your ear wire and takes all the sharp edges off and makes it nice and round at the tip. And just spin it around. Same thing for these. Makes it nice and smooth. You can get all the tools and the materials to make this project at BeaDazzle Hawaii.